Ho ho ho! Good evening, and because we're Marxists who don't want you to believe in God, happy holidays! And as you compliantly shun the idea of saying Merry Christmas, notice how when you disconnect from a higher power, it makes us seem like your higher power, as we disseminate truth to you here from above. Today's news involves death, corruption, and gaslighting about said corruption. After tonight, your nervous system will never be the same. On to our top story. In what's called proof, the Twitter files reveal that the FBI paid Twitter millions of dollars to censor the free speech of Americans. $3.4 million to be exact. This breaks down as follows. The FBI doesn't generate any of its own revenue because it's worthless. Therefore, it relies on tax money for all of its operations, which is paid by you. The FBI then used your money to pay Twitter employees to censor you. That's the federal government directly infringing on your constitutional freedoms. But the good news is that while you were paying the FBI to do so, they were also using more of your money to pay Twitter to help them do it. And as you know, it was all for your protection. Trust us. So what does the FBI have to say about it all? Well, in a released statement, the FBI explained their innocence by saying, "It is unfortunate that conspiracy theorists and others are feeding the American public misinformation with the sole purpose of attempting to discredit the agency." Well, that should clarify everything. When you have irrefutable proof, what you actually have is misinformation, and the people who reveal that proof are conspiracy theorists. That's the simple truth, and it's certainly not gaslighting. And it's certainly not gaslighting for us to tell you that it's not gaslighting. And in rather sad news, the Canadian health director who led Canada's rather aggressively helpful COVID response, inclusive of mandates with a capital skull and crossbones, has died suddenly at the age of 35. We wonder why. And moving along. And in the land down under on our definitely not flat Earth, a top Australian doctor has broken her silence. About what? Well, while serving as the Australian Medical Association's president, she strongly advocated for mass injections for adults and children. And then her and her wife both suffered devastating side effects from something. And obviously we don't know what, so it was probably a gluten allergy. And now she's broken her silence about her devastating side effects. And in doing so, she's openly criticizing regulators for their attempts to control the public by threatening doctors. And really, at the end of the day, we're simply unwilling to know what this is about, so you're gonna have to use your imagination. Kinda makes me wonder why on God's green earth Dr. Robert Malone would have written this new book called Lies My Government Told Me, but it probably has nothing to do with those previous stories. And in 1984 isn't a fictional movie news. The thought police are making advances in language by changing the definitions of words. Woman just got a new definition in the dictionary. Cambridge has added to its definition, an adult who lives and identifies as female, though they may have been said to have a different sex at birth. Groundbreaking stuff. Though changing the definition of the word woman doesn't change what a woman is, it certainly changes what we want you to believe a woman is. For the greater good, of course. Oh, that reminds me. I've been needing to find a doctor who specializes in female prostate issues. It's really been hurting when I turn my head and cough, so let me know if you can find a good referral. And the Thought Police's work didn't stop there. This week, they further brutalized objective truth at Stanford University. One of America's leading universities tells us that the word American is now offensive language. The term U.S. citizen should be used henceforth. The word brave is also now considered offensive, and Stanford recommends replacing it with nothing. They indicate none, do not use. We openly wonder how many brave Americans our great leaders will have to contend with, as now both words, brave and Americans, are considered offensive. But the best news of all, now you can pay the most amount of money to go to Stanford, which will provide you an education to make you one of the stupidest people in our country. Stupid is also offensive. Now you're supposed to be called boring or uncool. So that's what Stanford will help you be. And in world news, a world leader who is known for outlawing political opposition, non-state controlled media, as well as banning the Orthodox Church, appeared to address the U.S. Congress. It was there that Zelensky appeared to have consulted with fashion expert John Fetterman on the appropriate wardrobe to wear for such an occasion. And spoiler alert, Congress awarded him another $1.8 billion of funny money. That brings the Ukraine aid total up to an even $100 billion. That happens to be enough for every congressman to bring $200 million back to their district to do good for the people that they represent. But luckily, that's not what's happening here. Meanwhile, our border crisis is still not a crisis. You should tell them they need to change the definition of the word crisis, too. That'll get people to stop asking inconvenient questions. And lastly, get your kids, because it's time for a special Santa Tracker Report. The Santa Tracker Report is brought to you by Hack and Slice Gender Reassignment Solutions, mutilating since 2021. Kids, our non-binary radar had picked up Santa movement, tracking him going from the North Pole down to the Pacific Northwest region. His last known whereabouts was in Portland, where it's suspected that Antifa ransacked Santa's sleigh and peacefully brutalized him to a pulp for being white. This is proving to be the winter of love. So kids, it looks like Santa's dead in the name of equity. That's it for tonight's news. Language is changing, mandate advocates are ironically dropping, and the FBI is working hard to protect themselves from you. We hope you have a great holiday, preferably with no heat, food, or presents, as practicing communism will be very helpful for what we're trying to bring you in the new year. Happy holidays and go to hell. Good night. Hey, if you love freedom, then you might love some of the new and classic designs in my Freedom Shop, only at awakenwithjp.com. Stay free. Freedom lover, I would love to thank the sponsor of today's video, Bond Charge, and their infrared sauna blanket. Why infrared sauna blankets? Glad you asked. Well, studies have shown infrared sauna blankets are effective for helping provide relief from aches and pains in your joints and muscles, as well as supporting your body's natural detoxification processes. And that means stress relief, detoxification, and you're burning calories. Here's what else I love about Bond Charge's infrared sauna blankets. There's no question infrared saunas are very beneficial to your health. But the problem is, traditional infrared saunas are extremely expensive, costing thousands of dollars, and they're big and bulky, taking up valuable space in your home, creating clutter. But the infrared sauna blanket costs just a fraction of normal infrared saunas, and it's compact. You just roll it back up when you're done using it. Plus, here's what the other guys don't want you to know. In the infrared sauna blanket, you're actually much closer to the source of the infrared light because it's right up against your skin, which means your body gets more benefit from it. And when I want to do a little extra getting away from it all while I'm in my sauna session, I just put on the Bond Charge Blackout Sleep Mask. If you want to start getting all the benefits of an infrared sauna at a fraction of the cost without all the clutter, then check out the Bond Charge Infrared Sauna Blanket, only at bondcharge.com/JP. And while you're there, use the discount code JP to get an extra 15% off. Enjoy.